Hey everybody, Jeremy here again, checking in with a video response to DJ Big Dog's Helping Young DJs video. A couple more thoughts to add in and to reiterate. First thought is website. Big Dog talked about how he started his late. That is something that I would not recommend upon doing. You should definitely start your website. I think the website was one of the first things that I started because the web is where everything happens these days. Everybody wants to know all sorts of stuff about you, and they want to know it as soon as they click onto your website. A lot of people prefer to look at a website versus actually calling a person to start with. Some people make up their mind just by looking at your website whether or not whether they should hire you or not. You don't know code, you don't know a lot about computers, not the end of the world. There are a couple great places out there. I use tripod.com myself because I don't know how to type code, but I know what I want my website to look like, and I can do a pretty good job on it, and pretty functional, all-encompassing website through Tripod. The other really good one out there is pretty reasonably priced to use, is through Yahoo Small Business. Check them out on yahoo.com. And in addition to your own website, there's a lot of online advertising opportunities through companies that are designed for professional wedding vendors to advertise on. Places like WeDJ.com, OneWed.com. There's a ton of them out there. Those are just a couple that I've had pretty good luck with. Go on to Google, type in wherever you are DJs. You know, for me it was Minnesota DJs. So you just type it in, see what comes up on the computer, and start clicking on stuff. And a lot of the vendor pages will allow you to put an ad in for free. You'll be on below the guys that are paying, but you'll still be on there. The more that you can get your name on the internet, the more advertising that you can get, and the more you can get for nothing, the better off you're going to be. One place that I would not recommend advertising is in print. Phone books, newspapers. I've had basically no luck with them. People just don't go to your phone book anymore. People don't honestly read the newspaper a whole lot. So they're expensive. I haven't had much luck with them. You know, if I'm going to go look for a phone number, I'm not going to rifle through the 5 phone books that I have in my drawer. I'm going to go on the computer because I'll find it before I even find the right phone book to look for the number in. And a lot of people just read the newspaper online. They don't look through the want ads. And, you know, I guess I've tried it. Maybe other people have had some success with it. But the print ads that I've taken out, haven't had much of any luck with. So I would recommend to stay away from those. Business cards are another great thing, like Big Dog was talking about. Now, there are lots of places and lots of ways to do them. You know, there are obviously a lot of places out there to print them, you know, your Office Depots, Office Maxes, Kinko's, whatever. But there are also some pretty inexpensive programs out there, and what I did, you run out to Walmart, run out to Best Buy, find an inexpensive business card making program. They've got programs specific to making business cards, or if you've got a print shop or something like that at home, a lot of those have different sections where you can design your own your own business cards. That's what I did. I think I went out and picked up software for like $15-20, something like that. You bring it home, you design your own business cards. Buy the template pages at a Walmart or an Office Max, and you print them up. Yeah, I kind of print them as I need them. They're maybe not the most professional cards in the world, but I also don't sell a lot with my cards. But they're there. I mean, they're a business card. There are certainly worse cards out there. There are certainly better cards out there. It all depends on how much you want to spend. If you're working on a budget, printing your own is not a bad idea at all. It's better to have a business card, even if it's a cheaper business card, than not have a business card at all. The same goes with a website. Sound system. Big Dog talked about your sound system, building your sound system first, and it's absolutely positively true. Build your sound system first. Advertise first. It's the most important things. Don't cut corners when it comes to your sound equipment, especially your speakers. My first system was a cheap starter set that I bought off of eBay. A couple of crappy 12-inch speakers, a couple of lights that you could have bought at Walmart or Spencer's or something like that. And I thought it was great. And I was wrong. Cheap speakers are cheap speakers for a reason. They blow out. They're not the quality that a real mobile DJ needs to have out and about. After I blew out my crappy 12s, I got into JBL. I had a friend that let me borrow a pair of his, and they're amazing. Put a pair of cheap speakers side by side with the JBLs, with the Mackeys, with the real name brand DJ speakers, and I guarantee you'll hear a difference. Spend the extra money now, because you don't want to have to spend your money on a whole new set of speakers later. Because the stuff that's cheap will eventually break. You might have good luck with it for a while, but it will eventually break. Another place to not cut corners is your microphones. There are lots of microphones out there, wireless microphones on eBay for, $25-30, whatever they are. I made the mistake of buying those ones. They're great when they work, but a lot of times they don't. Go with a proven brand name like Shure. Shure is probably one of the best names. They cost a crap load of money, but believe me, they're worth every penny. Lastly would be your lighting. Once you get everything else taken care of, focus on your lighting. Now, I'm not saying to go into a gig with no lights, but you don't have to go into a gig with a 10-foot, 15-foot truss the first time. You don't have to go in with all the coolest, newest LED lighting effects. You can get by quite well, actually, with Eliminator lighting or with off-brand lighting, because a lot of it's still designed pretty darn well. In fact, some of it's designed by American DJ and Chauvet. They just don't put their name brand on it. First light I ever bought was the Eliminator Piranha, and I still use it, and it works great. I haven't ever even had to replace a bulb in it. I've built a lot out of my light show. I started out with just the T-bar for lights. Now I've got the truss. You don't have to have it all the first time you go out. Yeah, it's cool, and yeah, you may see that other DJ that has it all. Well, that other DJ has probably been doing this for a while. That's the big thing, is patience in this business. You're not going to get it all the first time. You're not going to go out there and book 30 gigs in a year the first time around. You have to be patient. You have to be diligent. You have to do your work. You got to do your advertising. And another good idea would maybe be to try to hook up with another DJ, especially before you attempt to do a wedding, because weddings are really truly a whole different animal than, say, your normal school dance. So I think that's all I got, and it's getting late and I have to work in the morning. So I think that's all I got, and I'll let you guys go. Practice and enjoy.